Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne. So we are back, baby. We are back. I just returned from vacation. It was a lovely vacation. We're not going to get into the details of where I went because I don't want all you niggas to come and follow suit, right? But I had a great time. Beach, sand, the sun, the wind flowing through my dreads. It was blissful, to say the least. And we're still dealing with issues, dare I say, with X. I still can't go live on X via StreamYards because Todd Kowalski, Maddie Kowalski's dad, did some, coding juju and basically has me packed up and he's smoking my pat in the metaverse, if you will. They have completely removed my ability from live streaming via third-party apps. So still trying to get that figured out. So for all of the people who are my loyal subscribers, followers, Malcolms on X, I would just hope that you guys would find me from X and then transition over to the YouTube where we upload and you can watch playbacks and all this kind of stuff. So the elephant in the room, Ashlee Jenae, aka Ashley Robinson. She is a 31-year-old Black woman who lives in Miami, and she was a quote-unquote soft lifestyle influencer. And we know soft life influencers is code for escorts, code for prostitute, code for selling it. Okay. And unfortunately, she found herself at the end of a makeshift noose by the hands of Body Bag Brad, or Body Bag Brad. Chop him up, Charlie. However you want to say it. She was unfortunately, allegedly killed by a quote-unquote millionaire crypto influencer, and people online, the online sleuths, are going through his account and say, maybe he wasn't a millionaire. Maybe he wasn't having like he said he was having. Maybe this, maybe that. Okay. Oh, maybe he was married already and wanted to cover up. We don't know exactly what happened. We're still waiting for most of the details, but the Tanzanian government has ruled this case a suicide. They have ruled this case a self-deletion. They have claimed that Ashlee Jenae did this to herself, and the internet, Black men, Black women alike, have come out and said, yeah, this is not very likely because ain't no Black woman going to hang herself on her birthday weekend after being proposed to by a white man. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. She has basically gained everything in life that she asked for. She is turning 31. She's still beautiful. She's still relatively young. She's got a lot of life to live. And she was taken out. Okay. She's no longer with us. And I do want to send condolences to the family, but we do have to discuss the problematic comments that Ashlee Jenae had made on social media, the warnings that Black men specifically were giving her about this particular Body Bag Brad. And unfortunately, she did not heed these warnings. And now she is no longer with us. She was promoting a soft lifestyle. Okay, she was promoting this lifestyle that was unrealistic. And come to find out, she wasn't even living a soft life. in the in the sense of the term of the word, because now her family is digging up funds in order to pay for the funeral. So this is just one big clusterfuck of a situation. And it's very unfortunate that this woman is no longer with us. But I do have to speak about the problematic things that she was saying about Black men, the problematic lifestyle that she was claiming when it comes to the soft girl lifestyle, aka the escort lifestyle. And her basically propping up the white man on a pedestal as if he is somehow better or less violent or less problematic in a relationship context than Black men. Okay, this just the position of her talking about Black men and what she ain't gonna do for a Black man, and how doing this is dusty, and how if you ain't got a sun pass riding on the highway, then you ain't this and you ain't that, and it's all so troublesome. It's all so tiresome. Okay, and she was talking a lot of jazz. She was talking a lot of jazz for a video vixen, selling it type girl. Okay. So just to give you guys some background, I do want to speak on, and give you guys just a little background on Ashlee Jenae. And then we're also going to listen to some takes from Black women who also share the same sentiment that I do when it comes to this situation. And, I just want, we also might review one of O'Shea Duke Jackson's videos. But there are news stories, news outlets reporting on this story. It's a big story in the manosphere. It's a big story in, mainstream media. So I want how the news is reporting it first before we get into how I am going to sauce it up. And y'all know your boy, Reclaim Your Throne, aka hashtag RYT, is gonna put it down. I am not gonna hold back. I'm gonna say what I mean, and I'm gonna mean what I say. And we're gonna hold her accountable. We're gonna do so. Yes. We are going to do some accountability training. We're gonna do some accountability training. Why? Because if the roles were reversed, oh God, sisters. Oh, I mean, they already did it. They did it with Kobe Bryant when he experienced that untimely situation with the helicopter crash, and they were saying, oh, well, none of his money's going to the Black community because he married a Latina. Oh, well, should have stayed away from them white girls because, he caught a case here and he caught a case there and all that jazz. They did it with Kevin Samuels when he died. Oh, he was saying Black women gonna die alone. Then he died alone, even though he died with a baddie Lateona, okay, who was giving him chest compressions, trying to bring that great brother back to life. Okay, so he didn't die alone. He passed away with a woman who actually cared about him, who was catering to him, who was actually experiencing a great relationship with Kevin Samuels. They did it to the brother who was Christian Obumseli. My nigga Christian Obumseli. They did it to the nigga Christian Obumseli, who was killed by his white OnlyFans girlfriend because they had multiple physical altercations. Her friends even claimed that she was, the only one who was physical with him and whatnot. So they did it with all these brothers who were killed by the opposite sex from the opposite race or demographic. And I guess I'm not going to quote unquote pile on, if you will, but I'm just going to lay it down straight. I'm going to lay it down straight from a red pill perspective. I'm going to lay it down straight from a Black manosphere perspective. And I'm just going to lay it down straight from my personal perspective. So without further ado, let us get into this video of the news cycle running the story of Ashlee Jenae. Let's listen.
And now to a growing mystery, the death of an American lifestyle influencer, Ashley Robinson, better known online as Ashlee Jenae. Now, she had been on what seemed to be a dream vacation to Zanzibar, celebrating her birthday and saying yes when her boyfriend popped the question. But within a few days, she was dead. CBS Weekend News anchor Jerika Duncan spoke with her family.
Ashlee Robinson was on the vacation of a lifetime. She was in Zanzibar, which is off the coast of Tanzania. She was there celebrating her 31st birthday. Her boyfriend of about a year and a half, Joe McCann, proposed to her on the trip, but last week something went terribly wrong. Police say Robinson was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Now, her parents tell me they received a call from McCann, the boyfriend, acknowledging that something had happened. But they say it was the resort where Robinson was staying that notified the family of their daughter's death.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death?
It's under investigation, and we don't know what went on.
It's under investigation, and like we said, we just want transparency.
Today, investigators in Tanzania held a news conference where they said they are questioning McCann and they are holding his passport until the autopsy results are complete.
So from my understanding, yes, he was questioned. Joe McCann was questioned, the quote unquote millionaire. And they're saying he was worth $34 million. I beg to differ, honestly, but they're saying he was a crypto millionaire, expert, influencer, whatever. He was released. From everything that I've researched, he was released, he was questioned, and they let him go. And it's very ironic that he took Ashlee Jenae to he took her to Africa to kill her. And here's what my theory is. He took her to Africa where the laws are very malleable. Okay. And for those of you who don't really understand what the word malleable means, it means these laws are moldable. It means these laws are movable. It means that these laws are left to interpretation, if you will. And bribery in the third world is king. Again, bribery in the third world is king. So it ain't nothing for him to have got into that interrogation room and be like, man, y'all, man, I'm a white dude, man, with $34 million. Y'all know what it is with me. How much y'all need for this to go away? How much y'all need for this, mop this up? How much y'all need for everybody to just walk away so you don't have to do as much paperwork? 50,000, 100,000. The money don't matter. The cost don't matter. Name your price. All he had to do was get in front of those Tanzanian officials, and they was going to sell her black ass out, her black American ass out with the quickness. Because there is, don't forget about the diaspora wars. Don't forget about the diaspora wars. We have a current diaspora war going on between FBA, black men and women, and African blacks. So there is a diaspora war going on between these two groups and demographics. So it ain't nothing for them little African niggas. They're on Twitter too. They see the African booty scratcher jokes. They see the black men ain't this and black men ain't that. And hell, if you think black men is bad, look at these Nigerian scamming ass niggas. They see all that. They see all that. Okay? So we not just finna act like there ain't no diaspora war and y'all taking y'all ass to Africa thinking that they looking at you as they kin. They are not. They are not. And look, I've got plenty of African friends, African, American, not FBA African Americans, but American Africans, friends and all that kind of stuff. We cool. We Gucci. We great. We having a good old time. But I do see the difference in the way that they move. I do see the difference in the way that they click up. Yo, Black American ass can't relate to no Nigerian. When they do their little celebrations, when they do their little parties, when they go and do their little, whatever the hell they doing at the weddings and all that kind of stuff. Your ass can't relate to that. Your ass can't relate to the African garb, the silk, the satin that they wear, the little round square looking hats that they wear. You like, why them niggas ain't got on a snapback? And they looking at your ass like, you have swayed far from your roots. Not to mention, there's a civil war going on in Nigeria amongst Nigerians between the different tribes. So there is a ton of division amongst Black folks in North America, in South America, and in Africa. Okay? So what you guys need to understand is when you take your Black ass over to Africa, they're not looking at you as brother and sister. Okay? They looking at you like you look down on them. They looking at you like you are not pure blood African. They looking at you like you could never be African royalty. Not all, but most. But the ruling factions in Africa, that's how they look at your Black ass. Okay? So what y'all need to get through your thick skulls is you think you're going to go to Africa and the black people in Africa going to have your back? No, honey. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. And the white man's dollar is worth the power of 1,000 suns in Africa. Let's just be honest. Africans in the continent worship whiteness. We understand that. We know that. We ain't tripping about it. We ain't over here, oh man, yo. Okay, that's cool. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. We watching. We observing. But a lot of the women, they don't get it. They don't get it. They see passport bros going overseas and they're like, we can do it too. We can do it too. No, you can't. No, you can't. You don't have the power. You don't have the ability to manipulate the environment around you as a woman. You just don't. So when you go to a foreign country, what the men say over there goes. When you go to Morocco, when you go to Tanzania, when you go to Nigeria, when you go to the Congo, when you go to South Africa, okay? When you go to Ethiopia, when you go to Somalia, when you go to Sudan, when you go to Benin, okay? When you go to Madagascar, there's 54 countries in Africa, and your word don't mean shit in none of them. Not one. Not one. All that soft life, all that, oh, black men ain't gonna do this, and black men ain't gonna do that, and the black man is just dusties. You think they give a fuck about that? Nigga, they live in dust. That's an insult to them. So while you calling black men dusty in America, these niggas putting together clay huts, looking at you like you don't respect the culture. You cannot manipulate the environment around you. At least a man can go overseas and hell, it's mano y mano. If I'm a black American, I'm fully nourished. I've been eating good, working out good. I go over to Africa. Hell, worst come to worst, I'm fighting my way out of some shit. Nigga try to put me in a noose, nigga. Nigga, I'm Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood with that motherfucker. Nigga, I'm swinging. I'm swinging. But women, y'all don't have that luxury. So when you go over to a foreign country and you're going by yourself, or you're going with a man who, let's be honest, she really didn't know that well. She only knew him for a year. It's not like, you know, they was locked in for 2, 3, 6 years and they're doing this extravagant thing. No. And then, let's just be honest. Let's be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's keep it a buck. How many whores, how many escorts, how many nightlife girls, how many bartenders, whatever, how many bottle girls are going to stop doing that once they find a man? Even if the man says, hey, baby, I'm going to take you out the hood. I'm going to make sure you don't have to do that. How many strippers are going to stop even if they find a man? Y'all know the mentality of these sisters now. Don't act like you don't know. Oh, I'm single till I'm married, even through the engagement. I'm single till I'm married. How many times you heard that? How many times you seen that on the TL, on the timeline? And y'all think these white boys is going for that? Yeah, all right. Y'all think black men go crazy? Y'all think black men get mad when a brother gets cheated on by a sister? Shit. You think a white man is, a white man's going to take getting cheated on by a white woman. He going to take it on the chin. He going to be like, oh, she's just flirty. Oh, you know, she just likes going out. Oh, you know, she just likes going overseas and being with her girls. Oh, that's just her. Because he doing his own thing is cool. But y'all think a white man is about to let a black woman cheat on him? Bruh, you got to be out your damn mind. So my theory is soft life girly was single till she got married. She obviously did not really love him. He was a prop to her. He was a means to an end. He's 30 years older than her. She's 31. He's like 60 something. She did not really love him. She did not really find him attractive. So it's hard for black women to put that phone down. Y'all hear me? I don't think y'all hear me. It's hard for these sisters to say, oh, this nigga was paying my bills. That nigga was paying my bills. I got this nigga for the Uber. I got that nigga for the sex. I got this nigga for the money. It's hard for her to put that down. It's hard for her to give that up. She's single till she's married. And let's be honest, white men are not equipped to deal with the backlash of the when the soft life facade ends. Because you want to know who Ashlee Jenae really is? You want to know what you know her real character is, her real attitude is? White men are not equipped. And this is no disrespect to white men. They just rule differently. Okay. They just govern their households differently. They're not taking that lip. They're not taking that head rolling. They're not taking that snapping the finger. They ain't taking that bitch ass nigga. They ain't taking that poking their chest. They ain't taking that putting your hand in their face. Black men will take it because we got sisters. We got aunties. We got mamas who was telling us, hey, get your black ass up there. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Okay? Y'all ain't hearing me. Black men will take it because we grew up. Hey, wake your black ass up. It's time for school. And you bet brush your damn teeth. And you bet not come out with that nappy ass head. Take that goddamn do-rag off and look presentable when you come down the damn stairs. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Who got a mama like that? Who got a mama like that? Raise your hand, black men. We know. We ain't ashamed of it too. We love our mamas. We love us some mama, don't we? Don't we, black men? We love. Hey, I don't give a damn if mama cuss me out. Pull your goddamn pants up, boy. Boy, take your black ass and take out that damn trash. How many times I gotta tell you? You just like your motherfucking daddy. All the damn time you tell him to do something, he don't want to do it. He don't want to work. He don't want to clean. He don't want to take care of his children. He don't want to take care of his responsibilities. I'll be damned if I raise another ain't shit nigga like your daddy. Go take out that trash, boy. Who got a black mama like that? Raise your hand in the chat. Grandmas, aunties. Boy, bring your ass downstairs and finish that damn plate. You ain't finna just scrape all my food, all my hard-earned food. You gonna eat every scrap off that damn plate, boy. Who got a mama like that? That's most black men. So we deal with it, sisters, okay? We deal with it, aunties. We deal with it, grandmas. We deal with it. Your mama's friends even coming in talking about that boy just don't like, he just don't want to do right. Damn, he's still in the house? He ain't go to college? Oh, black men ain't this, black men ain't that. We deal with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So black men, we're accustomed to it. Put your hand in my face. We gonna fight. We gonna come back. Okay. We gonna come back. Hey, get your motherfucking hand on my face. Man, you always doing some shit, man. This is why I can't even be in this goddamn house, because you. Black men, we gonna talk back. We gonna argue. We gonna fight. And then 2 hours later, we gonna sit up with mama and smoke a blunt and be like, damn, mama, I love you. Mama, even though you really cussed me out, look, I felt that shit, mama. She can be like, I know, honey. Shit, you listen to mama now. She gonna rub your back. She gonna play with your hair. She gonna, what's this in your hair? Boy, get this shit out your hair. Mama gonna love you. It's gonna be tough now. It's gonna be tough. Black men, raise your hand if you had a tough upbringing. It's gonna be tough. Black men, raise your hand if your mama held you to a high standard. Black men, raise your hand if your mama continued to berate you. Black men, raise your hand if your mama said, get your black ass out that sun so you don't get crispy black. Okay? So we're used to dealing with that. White men are not. White men are not. And this is no slight, but when the white man's mom tells him to do something, he don't have to do it the first time she tell him. That's a culture shock. Hey, Timmy, how about you clean your room? Shut the fuck up, Mom. I'm playing Call of Duty. You're always on me for some shit, Mom. You stupid bitch. Tell me that's not how the white boys are talking to their mamas. Not all, but a damn lot. You in the Target. Mom, I want this toy. No, we can't get it. We can't afford that right now. Mom, fuck you. I hate you. I wish I was never born. Storms out of the damn Target. Tries to push the automatic doors. Pushes them. They open up like this. Zzz, slow as fuck because he pushed them. Tell me I'm lying. So black men, we are used to dealing with the attitude. And yes, some black men snap. We talk about domestic violence in the black community, all that kind of stuff. We talk about it. This is not about that. This is about interracial relationships between black women and white men and the different dynamics that they have to overcome in order for the relationship to be successful. Now, there are relationships that are successful with this dynamic. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not hating on the IR relationships. We support IR dating, but white men are not equipped to deal with a real black woman from the hood. Because Ashlee Jenae, don't get it fucked up. She's beautiful. She's cute. She's pretty. She from the gutter. Oh, Nelly. She from the gutter. 305. Dade County. I don't know if she's from there, but that's where she was living. Broward County. She from the gutter. So she's going to move a little different. Yeah, she's going to put on that soft life persona. She's going to put on the honeymoon phase for the white boy as long as she can. But once that white boy pisses her off, she's going straight hyena mode, and she's going to snap, and she's going to tell him about himself. She's going to tell him about what she think about him. And that is all that it takes to get these types of guys to snap. So you want to know who Ashlee Jenae really is? You want to know what her character really is like? Listen to her words, watch her demeanor, and tell me that a white man is equipped to dealing with this.
All right, hear me out. And maybe this is just me, but I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I'd really be ready to cut a nigga off over the smallest shit. Like the littlest thing, I'd just be turned off. Like, ugh. It was mad people in the regular lane, and the express lane was clear as fuck. I'm zooming through that bitch. Passing. Feet. As a grown man in 2023 living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County,
what I tell
you doing without a sun pass? Like, honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic. Vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't going to work with me, baby. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I ain't going to lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Da-da-da. Nah, like, I ain't finna do all that. Bitch, if you don't drive over them fucking cones and get on, all right, hear me out.
See? This is her true character. Bitch, if you don't drive. Bitch, if you don't get. I can't fuck with a nigga who ain't got a sun pass. Nigga ain't got a sun pass, that nigga broke. Bitch ass nigga ain't got a sun pass with his whole ass. He just want to vibe in traffic and listen to Rick Ross. I got a bunch of dollars I can spend it on her, so she can be my baby, she can be my lover. Call me on a lane, I get right, he ain't acting right. Cause when a superwoman needs a superman, here I am. She's talking about, get your bitch ass in the lane and be Superman. How about you fly over these goddamn cars, you think you Superman, nigga? White men are not equipped for that. They just aren't. It's no shade. It's no shots. It's no, oh man, like, you're racist because you said white boys can't. No, it's not about that. It's not about that. Because when we talk about the culture differences, when we talk about the culture shock, when we talk about all of the nuances and the minutia of the relationship dynamics between interracial relationships, it's fine and dandy when a white man say, oh, black man this, black man that. That's cool. That's fine. We take it on the chin. We've been taking it for hundreds, thousands of years. Okay, that's cool. Black men got low IQ. Okay. That's cool. Black men have no impulse control. Okay. That's cool. I ain't gonna argue with you. All black men know how to do is jump somebody. Okay. Stereotypes. Okay, we rocking with it. Black men are so violent. All right. Okay. Calm down a little bit, but okay. We gonna take it. But when you start pointing out the flaws in the white man as a black woman, oh no, he ain't gonna have that, especially in his face. Shut your little dick, bald headed. Tell me she ain't say that, because we know that they had an argument in the hotel. We know that they had a dispute. We know that they had a spat in the hotel. What is that? Motive. In the States, that would be motive. In the United States of America, that would be motive. But in Tanzania, he's $100,000 bribe away from getting off scot-free. So you think you could just be the soft girl life, the escort, getting with the richest man that you can find, and then he gonna do for you what this no other man has done? He gonna take you around the world. Notice how he didn't whack her ass in America. Notice how he didn't X her out in America. Notice how he didn't X her out in anywhere where there's extradition to the United States. Because if it's one thing that white men know how to do, it's paperwork. It's paperwork. Let me look at this paperwork. Let me read these laws. Let me brush up on these laws while I'm in the airplane, flying private. She think everything Gucci. I'm brushing up on the laws on how do I get away with murder in Tanzania? What's the standard bribe to get away with murder in Tanzania? Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all don't give a fuck what I'm talking about. Okay. Again, let's watch the video and tell me a white man is equipped to dealing with this. This ain't no racist. I hate this or I'm bashing white. No, this is the reality. White men are not used to dealing with a woman who's barking back like this. Nigga, get your bitch ass in the goddamn sun pass lane. Hoe ass nigga.
Pass it. Feet. As a grown man in 2023 living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County, fuck is you doing without a sun pass? Like, honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic. Vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't going to work with me, baby. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I ain't going to lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Nah, like, I ain't finna do all that. Bitch, if you don't drive over them fucking cones and get on.
This is a real hood bitch. Y'all don't understand. This is what I talk about. The only man on earth who can deal with a hood bitch. The only one who can deal with a hood bitch and gain her respect, gain her loyalty, which is debatable because we know a hood bitch ain't staying loyal. But, you know, we'll go with it. Gain her respect, gain her loyalty, and gain her adoration, and truly gain her femininity, which there's not much of it coming from a hood bitch. Let's keep it a buck. The only man who can deal with this, who in the comments can guess what type of man you have to be to deal with a hood bitch? Who in the comments can guess what type of man you have to, what type of business you have to stand on to deal with a genuine hood bitch? Please, somebody in the comments, let me know. If you are a studious watcher of my channel, you will know. The only man who physically, mentally, socially, psychologically can deal with a hood bitch and earn her loyalty, adoration, femininity. That's a Thug Max Alpha Simp. That's a Thug Max Alpha Simp who also has a little bit of a rap sheet, who also is a little trapper, who also is a little scammer. She ain't dealing with no 9 to 5. What? 9 to 5? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You know this. We know this. We know this. Okay? Those are the only types of niggas who can deal with her. Okay? To earn all of that. So he didn't have her respect. He didn't have her loyalty. He had her femininity because she has to put on a front for the white man. Because she knows deep down in her heart, yeah, white man ain't going for all this hood shit that I've been putting on these niggas. White man ain't going for that. I have to be demure, right? I have to tone down my blackness. I have to code switch. Okay? And people might get in the comments and say this, that, reclaim, you ain't being fair, reclaim, this ain't all black women, reclaim, black women ain't ghetto. When did I say they were? I'm telling you, a real hood bitch is not going. You have to be a Thug Max Alpha Simp. Hey, what the fuck you talking about? Get a sun pass. You better shut your ass up and get in the back seat. Fuck you talking about. I had a bitch tell me she wanted a nigga like Young Dolph. I said, that nigga dead. I said, that nigga dead. Fuck you talking about? You want a nigga like Young Dolph? He died the same way he lived. And that's the nigga you want to be with? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm straight off it. Oh, no, baby, I'm good. I ain't no Young Dolph. Nah, I ain't finna slide on the ops. Nah, I ain't finna pull up in Memphis in the Rari in the goddamn Corvette and flex on these niggas and pull up in front of the corner store and drink liquor and drink 40s and drink Henny. Ah, you got it, baby. I'm good. I'm gonna be over here being a lame ass, educated lame ass Malcolm, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. Malcolm, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. Nah, I ain't finna, my Thug Max, my Alpha sent my way into the pussy. Nah, I'm straight. I'm good on it. I'll deal with Becky. I'll deal with Ling Ling. I'll deal with the latte owners. You dig what I'm saying? I'm straight on it. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even fake the funk. Can't even fake the funk. Nah, I ain't no shooter. Nah, I ain't finna, ride down the freeway with some bows. I'm straight. I'm Gucci. Okay? But see, when white men date black women, they don't realize what they're going to have to deal with in that relationship. And he wasn't ready for what she was putting down when he actually saw her upset.
We're learning new details tonight about the death of an influencer with local ties who was found dead while on vacation in Africa. Ashlee Robinson, who goes by Ashlee Jenae online, was on a birthday trip with her fiance at the time.
Well, tonight we're learning her fiance is still being questioned as Robinson's family desperately tries to find out what happened to her.
It is Tuesday night. Shari's off. Alicia Vitarelli is joining us, and the big story in Action News is the mysterious death of a South Jersey woman, now drawing international attention.
Now, tonight, we know new details from authorities about—
So she from South Jersey. A lot of people were saying, yeah, I can hear the New York in her voice. Yeah. And New York bitches, whoo, Lord. A New York bitch don't play. You think a Miami bitch is vain? You think a Miami bitch got an attitude? Oh my God. Go up to New York. Hey, yo, Bussy, you ain't got no fucking Timbs on, you bum ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You'll run into a bad bitch who sound like Biggie in New York. You dig? You will run into a 10 out of 10 bad bitch who sounds like, I love the way you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. You might walk up to it, hey, yo, baby, what's good? You are absolutely beautiful. Yo, what the fuck you mean I'm beautiful, bitch ass nigga? Yo, get down and worship the ground I walk on, hoe ass nigga. Nigga, do you trap? Do you scam? What type of motion you got, bitch ass nigga? Fuck is you talking about? I'm from the Bronx. And every Jersey bitch thinks she's a New York bitch. Let's keep it a buck. Every bitch from the Northeast thinks she a New York bitch because she done been to New York. It's a short commute, all that good stuff. Every Jersey bitch got the personality of a New York bitch. So we ain't finna say, oh, Jersey's different from New York. Nope, not the bitches. Not the bitches.
About her death, she was on a vacation of a lifetime in Zanzibar, Tanzania, which is on the east coast of Africa. Action News reporter John Paul live in the Satellite Center now with the very latest, and the family desperate for answers, John.
Yeah, Alicia, Rick, they are desperate for those answers. Now, we did get some new information. We know that authorities in Tanzania have confiscated her fiance's passport. This is while he's still being questioned. But according to the BBC, local authorities there in Tanzania did not originally suspect him of any wrongdoing, while the family continues to be desperate to know what happened.
I don't think no one else is going to fight for it the way we will.
That fight continues tonight as the parents...
And again, just from my understanding, this man has been released. So they're saying, he's still locked up being questioned. No, he's been released.
Ashlee Robinson pressed for answers.
Because he's posting on social media, changing his profile pic, doing some damage control. So I think the bribe has gone hard now.
As to what happened to their daughter who was found dead in Tanzania. Today, the two spent the day in Washington, D.C., trying to get information from the embassy. They spoke with Action News yesterday, saying they were getting nowhere.
No one wants to talk to us. Just let us know what happened. That's the only thing we want to know is the truth.
There is nothing that's confirmed. We don't have anything from the police or law enforcement that states that there is a conclusion to anything. It's under investigation, and it's under investigation because it doesn't look right.
Robinson, a 31-year-old social media influencer who went by Ashlee Jenae online, was found unresponsive in her hotel room in Zanzibar and declared dead April 9th. Police say they're investigating it as a possible suicide, but investigators in Tanzania said she had been in a fight with her fiance, Joe McCann, hours earlier, and the two were separated by hotel staff. He was moved to a different...
Boom. So she had been in a fight with the man earlier, and they were separated by hotel staff. In America, that's called motive. In Tanzania, that's called how much money you got? A lot.
Villa, which was about a 10-minute walk away from where she was staying. Her parents are now pushing for security footage from the Zuri Zanzibar hotel.
If there's security footage, that will tell the story. So we just want to know if there's any security footage, if there's anything just to say that.
Oh, it ain't nothing to get that security footage deleted. That white man ran to that once he was released from Tanzanian police custody. He ran to that hotel so fast. How much is going to take to get this removed? How much is going to take to say, oh, there was a technical malfunction during this time period where we was fighting it out in the lobby?
He's saying it's true.
The hotel hasn't responded to them, but did provide a brief statement to ABC News saying they were deeply saddened by a tragic incident involving one of our guests. Tonight, the family's preparing to fly to Zanzibar to try to get answers in person.
I just know that I have to keep going forward. I'm never going to give up.
Hey, bruh. If you ain't got they raising money for the funeral. They got a $50,000 GoFundMe for the funeral. So if you ain't got money to top the white man's bride, it's a wrap. You best chalk it up to the game. Unless you can speak to local witnesses who seen this and seen that. Either way, you ain't finna get justice in Tanzania, and it's out of the United States jurisdiction. So you cooked, bruh. You cooked.
I just wanted the truth out there.
We did reach out to...
This is why fathers, and I'm going to keep it a buck, he failed her. He completely failed her. Because a lot of old people don't want to get with the times. A lot of old people still have especially a lot of old millennial black men, they still have the mentality that women can't do nothing wrong. And whenever there's an issue between a man and a woman, it's the man's fault. Or it isn't, and they're not equipped to understand the change of the times in the dating market. They still saying, the old black men are still saying, if you treat her right, if you greet her right, and if you eat her right, I promise you, she gonna do this and she gonna do that, and that who you gonna turn that woman into. The fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Once a nigga start talking that bullshit 90s R&B shit, it's over. He's a simp. He's a simp. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Okay? He don't know a goddamn thing that he talking about. Once a nigga start talking that, oh, well, you know, you better put that woman first. If it wasn't for the dude and the late night, baby, I could remember. But silly me, babe. How did I forget to be your lover? Once a nigga start singing the old R&B tunes, oh, he lost. He's lost. He ain't get up with the times. Nigga, if my daughter started posting about some soft girl shit, I'm canceling her bank accounts. Any support that I gave her is null and void and withdrawn. If anything, yo ass is moving back into the house and being put under a microscope. But these new age daddies, these millennial daddies, they letting their daughters do whatever the fuck they want to do. Not even questioning how did you afford that trips to Turks and Caicos? How did you? Because you was asking me for $20 last week. You was asking me to cover the rent 2 months ago. So how did you afford that trip to Bali? How did you? These brothers ain't asking their daughter shit. Like they can do no wrong in their eyes. Like what?
McCann, he has not responded. As for the autopsy, that is expected to be released at some point tomorrow. The parents tell me that they are still trying to make the trip out to Africa. They expect to do that sometime this week, but they are waiting on that autopsy. Live tonight in the Satellite Center, John Paul, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
All right, John, thank you for that report tonight.
All right, so just to recap our position, we believe that she was murdered. We believe that he lynched her, or actually, we believe he strangled her. Then and then he essentially made it seem like it was she hung herself. But for one, from my understanding, they're saying she hung herself from the doorknob. And I'm looking at my doorknob back there. You guys can see the doorknob. There ain't no way you can suspend yourself from a doorknob. Okay? The doorknob is 3 feet off the ground. We believe she was murdered. We believe that it was made to look like a suicide. We believe that the Tanzanian police were bribed off. We believe all that stuff. We also believe that Ashlee Jenae was a glorified escort. Ashlee Jenae was essentially selling it. And she sold it to the highest bidder and crapped out. That's what we believe. That's our position, and we're sticking to it. Okay? So let's keep looking at how the news is reporting on it. It's a big mainstream story. Let's see how they're reporting on it.
This morning, the growing mystery surrounding the death of an American influencer while she was vacationing in Tanzania with her fiance.
We just want the truth. We just want to know what happened.
The parents of Ashley.
Also, I just want to point this out. Look at his tattoos. I'm not making anything of his tattoos or not, but tattoos are, it's very important to pay attention to the tattoos that a man has. As you can see, I got a tattoo on my chest, and you'll see there's nothing problematic about that tattoo. It's a dove with its wings spread out, roses up, close to my collarbone, with a scroll with the birth date of my mama. Like, nothing problematic. I got a tattoo on my forearm. It says my name and a cityscape. Nothing problematic. Okay? Did she check this man for white supremacist tattoos? Did she check this man for the swastika? Did she check this man for the OK sign tattoo? Did she check this man for the white supremacist cross thing that Pete Hegseth got as a tattoo? I doubt it. She just said, oh, he's white. It's cool. Didn't even check the man's tattoos. They even check your tattoos in prison. You ever been locked up? You ever been arrested? They tell you, take off your shirt, take off wherever you got tattoos, and they take individual pictures of your tattoos to see if you have any gang affiliations. Okay? So these women are doing absolutely zero vetting. She's like, oh, he's a millionaire. He's not violent. Meanwhile, in order to get that type of money and keep it, you have to be violent. Unless you're a professional athlete or something like that, you have to be violent. Like they act like these corporate finance bros ain't calling hits. They act like these corporate finance bros aren't committing espionage. They act like these corporate finance bros aren't participating in hostile takeovers of companies where CEOs, CFOs, and COOs end up missing. Oh, but because he's white, he ain't gonna kill. He ain't gonna drill nothing. He not gonna sit something down. He ain't gonna step on shit. That's how she felt. And that was her biggest mistake.
Tanzania with her fiance.
We just want the truth. We just want to know what happened.
The parents of Ashley Robinson, known on social media as Ashlee Jenae, speaking with ABC Philadelphia station WPVI after learning their daughter died at a luxury resort in Zanzibar. It happened just days after celebrating her 31st birthday and getting engaged to her boyfriend, 45-year-old Joseph McCann.
She was happy. This is what she wanted.
She was happy. This was what she wanted. And, the black women termed the coin they termed the phrase rather rest in preference. Now, I'm not going to say that about her. I'm really not, because I'm not trying to say, oh, haha, you died. But I'm trying to warn other women who think going into the soft life escort lifestyle is going to render good results. It's not, baby. Ooh, no, it's not. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work out for you. Just like it didn't work out for Ashlee Jenae. She was happy. She wanted this. Did she? She wanted this for real? Damn. She was talking about black men and how black men put in low effort. How the fuck is this not the lowest effort amount possible? You get into one argument and he kills you. Baby, that's low effort if I ain't never seen it.
She was
that's what did they be talking about? Emotional intelligence? That's zero emotional intelligence. Zero emotional intelligence.
starting the next chapter of her life.
Robinson sharing the moment McCann popped the question with her more than 100,000 followers.
She FaceTimed me, showed me her ring. She's like, Papa, I'm happy.
But according to Zanzibar authorities, after hotel guests at the Zuri Hotel reported a romantic conflict between the couple on the night of April 8th, hotel management moved McCann to a separate room about a 10-minute walk away. Well, a few hours later, authorities say Robinson was found unresponsive in her room by hotel staff.
And they were separated. They were separated by hotel staff, and the hotel staff still ain't ratting on this white man. That's crazy. Now that's insane.
Staff appearing to have harmed herself.
I did receive a phone call from Joe. He was not really making sense, but he told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. And that he told me that she was stable.
After receiving treatment at 2 hospitals, Robinson declared dead on April 9th. Authorities say they're still questioning McCann and have confiscated his passport while they await the results of the medical examiner's report. McCann has not responded to ABC News' multiple requests for comment. No arrests have been made, and police previously told media outlets that McCann is not suspected of wrongdoing.
Everything he said just wasn't making sense.
And the State Department confirmed the death of an American in Zanzibar, but would not comment any further. As for Robinson's family, they insist that she was not suicidal. They're now demanding that security video from the resort, saying it could help them answer questions about what really happened.
And guys, again, what you have to understand is women who are in sex work, which she was 100% involved in sex work. I mean, you can clearly look at her Instagram and see she was involved in sex work. She was a video vixen, bottle girl, maybe even a stripper type thing. It looks like she was about to do a video for Chris Brown, grabbing her titty, all that kind of stuff. Like, come on. Come on. And we ain't even gotten to the things that she was saying, the disparaging comments about black men. Video vixen for a no-name artist. And let me just tell y'all how the video vixen thing works. They get you in the video, the music video, and then they pay you a little extra to fuck. That's just how it works. And a lot of people might say this is crass, this is rude. That's the game. Any video vixen, she's going in the video, and then after the video, they're paying her a little bit extra to fuck. That's how it goes. Okay? That's how it goes. That's the reality. So what you guys have to understand, like, tell me she wasn't no escort, bruh. Tell me she wasn't selling it. It's very obvious. So what you guys have to understand is this is the culture that the soft life divestors have created for each other. For each other. They got all this shit to say about black men this, black men that, black men ain't doing this. What a nigga supposed to have. A nigga ain't got a sun pass. Look, if I was a black woman, I'd rather be with a nigga without a sun pass than be killed in a foreign land. Okay? My man took her back to the motherland and strung her up. Like, imagine he takes her lifeless body and wraps some makeshift noose around it to make it seem like she killed herself. And you're telling me this woman was not selling it? I mean, it's clear. It's clear on the Instagram. It's clear she was sex work adjacent. And she was money hungry. And she was vain. She was living the vanity lifestyle. And it's not wrong to have nice things. But when you base your relationship and love off of vanity and all of these superficial things, this is what happens. And look, she's a beautiful woman. Nobody is saying she isn't. And she deserves to live the lifestyle that she wants to live. But we also deserve and have the right to say, yeah, this ain't the lifestyle that is conducive to someone providing and protecting for you. No man is going to sign up for a woman who's doing all this on Instagram. No man is going to sign up for a woman who's doing all this on Instagram and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to make this my wife. Only a simp would do that. And this blue pill beta male white dude had a blue pill rage moment when he found out that even after proposing to her, she still didn't put down the sex work lifestyle. She still was taking out calls, all that kind of stuff, accepting gifts from men, probably conversing and chatting and fraternizing with men, all that kind of stuff. Okay? So we've got some more footage of the parents speaking with TMZ. Do I really want to show this? Because TMZ is huge on the copyright shit. Here's what I'll do. I'll show an image, a still image, because basically people are pointing out that the mom is also dating a white guy, and she probably told Ashlee Jenae to leave these niggas behind, leave these niggas alone, and date a white man, all this kind of stuff. And like I said, this is not a quote unquote white problem. It only becomes a race issue when you see what she had to say about black men, and black men ain't doing this, and black men will kill a black woman faster than a white man, all this kind of stuff, only for her to get taken out in this way. So she had some more choice words to say about men in general, but you know she's talking about black men. Men are losing their mind in my comments about an interracial relationship, but I just got my lashes refilled. So he just refilled her lashes and emptied out her lifespan. Okay? That's what happened. That's what happened. So she over here bragging about lashes that, you know, she go underwater and them hoes coming off. The cumbrellas, if you will. Meanwhile, this man was plotting on her demise. Okay? So let's get into a few more news stories and how they're covering this. Okay. This is Fox's coverage 18 hours ago. So let's break it down. And then we'll get into the Twitter storm. We'll get into the Twitter storm that I guess I've caused. I got 1 million views on a post talking about, you know, how she had all this type of stuff to say about black men. So let's keep going.
Developing growing questions tonight surrounding the death of a lifestyle influencer from New Jersey found dead while on vacation in Zanzibar just days after her engagement. And Shana, the family is desperate for answers, understandably here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ashlee Robinson, known as Ashlee Jenae on Instagram, was just on a 31st birthday trip with her boyfriend turned fiance. And of course, by all accounts, it was a beautiful fairy tale that quickly turned into a nightmare. Initial reports claiming that the influencer took her home life, which is something the family simply says couldn't be true, and they're looking for answers. Beloved social media influencer Ashlee Robinson, with a mass following of over 120,000 followers, died suddenly during a birthday trip to Zanzibar, Tanzania. The 31-year-old with roots in South Jersey was on a romantic trip with her boyfriend turned fiance.
Ashley was really a beacon of light. She was a very happy-go-lucky girl. She was very excited to go on this birthday trip, which of course later turned into a proposal.
The couple seen in one of her final posts on Instagram with fiancé Joe McCann popping the question. The fairy tale story, though, quickly becoming a nightmare for her family back in the Delaware Valley, receiving the worst news a parent can receive.
The family is demanding answers on their daughter's deaths.
Fox 29 caught up with TMZ's Charlie Neff, who sat down with the social media star's family.
This is in light of local police in Zanzibar claiming that their initial report said that Ashley took her own life while on a birthday trip in Zanzibar. And the parents are saying that is not the Ashley we know. She is not one that would do something like that and harm herself.
Neff telling Fox 29 initial reports indicated there was an argument between the couple just hours after this engagement post.
Police also did indicate that there was some kind of argument that transpired between Joseph and Ashley, where they both had to be separated in a hotel. They had different rooms, and then Joseph had claimed to the parents that she was found unconscious in her room.
Robinson's family claims their daughter's fiance called them back in the States.
They did get a call from Joseph when Ashley was first in the hospital 11 hours after an incident happened. They said then, at that time, Joseph had explained to them that she was stable, seemed to be okay. And then the parents later got another phone call saying that she had passed.
Now more questions remain as her loved ones, her followers from miles away, want to know what happened to Ashley.
They claim they have not heard or spoken to Joseph since her passing, and they find it very, very odd. They told me that Ashley was very excited to go on this trip. She was a beacon of light. In no way did she ever have any signs of mental health issues.
Now, I did speak to Ashlee Robinson's mom over the phone today. She says the family is working diligently with getting in touch with the local officials in Tanzania and, of course, the embassy here to get things rolling. In terms of answers on this investigation, we are also told that they're demanding the footage from the hotel that she stayed at in Tanzania with hopes that they can retrace this young lady's footsteps. There is a GoFundMe that has been placed up on our website. Just head over to fox29.com. It's supposed to help the family with all the expenses they're going to need to make sure they can bring Ashley back home. Shiva.
And Shayna, just to be clear here, has the family heard from any authorities in Tanzania?
At this point, they have not heard from any authorities in Tanzania. The only contact in Tanzania that they've had thus far has been with the hotel at this point. So beyond that, they have not heard. They're working to get answers and connect with the embassy, the State Department, with hopes of kind of getting more. But right now, they are in the dark at this point. And also, to be clear here, there has not been an official cause of death released just yet. It's still under investigation.
All right, Shayna, thank you.
Boom. So there you have it. I mean, it's pretty crazy what has gone on between this woman and her white zaddy. So here's a post that went viral that I made. It's got 296,000 views. She says, "What does love feel like to you?" Some dude was warning her. He says, "Please don't chop her up and put her in a wall, sir. Our suitcase," or suitcase, he meant. She said, "I don't get chopped, just screwed." And I made a post saying, quote, "I don't get chopped, just screwed, honey." And then the bald white dude says, "Hold my beer." So, you know what I'm saying? We getting a little jokey joke off. Okay, it's not a big deal. But it went viral. It went viral, and it went absolutely insane on Twitter. And I'm still getting retweets and comments and likes from that one. So there's another one, my initial post about this, that went viral as well. So let me make sure that I pull this up as well. Just to let y'all know how this shit is going down. This one I posted got 2.2 million views so far. I said, notice how all her captions are hints at soft life and taking subtle but obvious shots at black men. Well, all of that is over now. 2.2 million views. This is her in Eugene, Oregon. She says, well kept. Hardwood floors, soft life in the caption. Date night in the sky. And then I think there was another one that she posted about it, but I can't find that one right now. But anyways, that was another post that I made. Got 2.2 million views. So make sure y'all go follow me on X. Make sure y'all go check out the X account. We hitting off on some bangers. Another post that she tweeted, there's nothing like a man who lets you rest in feminine energy. Talking about this white man who ultimately made her rest permanently. And then she goes, every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. Oh, really? Oh, really, Ashlee Jenae? I wonder how embarrassed she is being 6 feet under. I mean, it's got to be embarrassing. I mean, hell, if she was still alive and could see how she's being completely dragged on the internet for the comments that she had to say about black men, I think she'd be a little embarrassed. But black men are the embarrassing ones, right? Yeah. All right. Anyways, another post that I made, 1.1 million views. Wait, I thought she had a social media business and was an entrepreneur. I swear modern women have a great way of masking the fact that they're selling pussy. You mean to tell me she was flying private, taking helicopter rides, driving Lambos, but doesn't have any money saved up for an emergency? This is what you call trapping pussy backwards. 1.1 million views, and I stand on that. 1.1 million views, and people got in the comments, and we're kikiing and hee-hawing about it, okay? Another post, another post that I made, 68,000 views. So we have motion on X. It's just they won't let me go live. If I was live on X right now, I probably have 10,000 live viewers. But it goes, how did Ashlee Jenae see this man's X account and not know he was a white supremacist? 68.6K views. Okay. So the people are definitely rocking with my takes on social media. Here's something she clapped back at a black man who was warning her about this body bag Brad here. She says, ooh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white, beating their women still. Or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine. Okay. Okay. So there you have it. All the people say, oh, she didn't say nothing about black men. Okay. Okay. And here's the thing. I'm not against holding black men or anybody accountable. But it's obvious that she was putting black men down at the expense of or propping white men up at the expense of black men. Sorry. And shout out to Style Jans. He wants to know my X account, so I just put the X account in the description below. It's also in the chat. So make sure you go follow me on X. We're doing big numbers there. I got 31,000 followers there. We're working on getting our subscription up so we can start, earning a little bit more on X because, YouTube has been playing games with me for the longest, even though I'm one of the best to do it on this app. as far as entertainment, as far as wit, as far as just pure comedic relief. But Joe McCann has been released, and the reason we know that is because we simply went to his X account. We simply went to his LinkedIn account, and he has changed his profile pic. So what I have on the thumbnail where he is in that bandana, it used to be his profile picture, but it was just in black and white. I used Grok to color it. It used to be his profile picture, but it no longer is his profile picture. He no longer has a banner either. It's just black. And this is his profile picture. He still hasn't gone private, but I did follow him just in case. He's following 4 people, none of which are his ex-fiance. And then apparently he unfollowed her on Instagram. Also, he follows Elon Musk, which we know has been posting a lot of racist stuff on X. And Elon Musk obviously is the type of guy who, I mean, let's just keep it a buck. He's not rocking with black folks, especially Africans, especially specifically South Africans. Okay. So Elon Musk is in a war against black South Africans because they kicked out his company because, I mean, essentially he's trying to monopolize the internet and create some type of revolution or revolt on, with his ownership of X. That's why Brazil also kicked him out of the country, because he is stoking racial tensions and trying to, rile up the populace in these different countries in order to cause a revolt to get in leadership that the United States actually approves of, or his masters approve of. I'm not even going to say who his masters are, but we know. So Joe McCann, here he is, changed his LinkedIn profile picture as well. And as you can see, founder, CEO, and CIO, asymmetric information, graduated from Portland State University, founder and CEO of asymmetric information acquired by MG Stover, member of the board of advisors. So he's got some accolades that he is lauding on LinkedIn. I mean, he doesn't really tweet any personal things. He kind of just tweets. He kind of just tweets or posts business stuff, right? Career stuff. But these are the raving reviews that he has gotten from his peers. And this is about over a decade ago, but we'll read them. Joe is a talented and extremely capable technologist. His thirst for technology mastery is insatiable. He tackles challenging projects with enthusiasm and is determined to deliver solid results. Frog Technology projects always place Joe in situations where he would be forced to learn something new or stray to areas where documentation was light and Google results limited. However, he was able to work past these hurdles. He's also an active community member, regularly speaking at conferences and evangelizing technologies he is passionate about. Truly a great asset. So he's got some lauding reviews on LinkedIn about his professionalism and whatnot. So he's seen in a very favorable light amongst his peers, amongst his white counterparts, and what have you. But a lot of the things that Ashlee Jenae was, posting, a lot of the things that she was posting come from threads. And this is where you really start to see her soft life come to fruition. And you can just go back in time and realize what was going on. So also, you guys saw the post that I made about her not having enough money for a funeral, but she's in Dubai a year ago. And she's been traveling for a long time. This is 2025 in Paris. Okay. Skiing trips, music videos with Little Baby. So she was on the song Options, out now, featuring Lil Baby. So she was in the music video. And you telling me Baby didn't hit? When Baby is paying ugly hoes too, and she ain't ugly, she fine. But Baby is paying ugly hoes 16,000 the fuck, and you think he ain't hit? Okay, cool. So she was posting most of her stuff on Threads. As you guys can see, twerking on a couch. It says, now that Rolling Loud is over, I'm back in the crib for the rest of the month. 2 more weeks till I have the Italian breeze in my hair. Okay. She said, bitch, who this for? 2023. This is 2023. Wasn't doing a lot of traveling back then. Wasn't taking a lot of pictures. Love you like a fat kid loves cake. Whose house is this? Because we know it ain't hers. Whose crib is this? Because we know it ain't hers. So, I mean, she's been doing this for a minute, this quote unquote soft life, escorting lifestyle. Okay. So, I mean, she's been on this type of time for a minute. I'm trying to find okay, she started posting on Threads in 2023. That's what this shows. Okay. So a lot of people are getting in the comments and they're going in, they're flaming her. He killed her on her B-day and right after he proposed. What the hell? Even surrounded by literal wild animals, a man is still the biggest danger to a woman. A man. Yeah, but I guarantee if it was a black man, they definitely would point that out. Why are they saying you died? Answer quickly. No, refusing to believe. And as you can see, they posted this. He looking at her with the evil eyes. I ain't gonna cap. He killed her in the motherland. I assure you, spiritually, he will know no place for the rest of his days, or no peace for the rest of his days. We got the father statement, all this kind of stuff. So this is just a preliminary breakdown of Joe McCann, his interactions with soft life influencer Ashlee Jenae. Let's see. Let's see. Was there anything else that I wanted to cover on this story? Okay, we got the most recent updates. So he wants to go fund me. So they're saying Joe McCann has been questioned by the police. But from my understanding, the Tanzania police ruled it a suicide. We got Reddit threads about the Ashlee Jenae case. Okay. Let's see. Men kill women all the time. Interracial relationship doesn't change gender stats. Okay, somebody says the difference is accountability. When white men kill black women, it always gets covered up or is deemed mysterious and inconclusive. Phone calls don't get answered. Things don't add up or make sense. It was the exact same thing with Lauren Smith Fields. Yes, I covered the Lauren Smith Fields part as well. She was also involved in sex work. The police force did a terrible job searching the home and left out key evidence that could have been used to arrest a white man she was on a date with. And apparently they're saying she overdosed. I tend to believe that. I think she was just going too hard. Her brother was also a drug dealer. So apparently he pulled up on her and dropped off some drugs for her to take while she was on that date. I covered that story extensively. I remember the Lauren Smith Fields, another beautiful black woman who was, who met her untimely demise, messing with a white man coincidentally, but I'm not saying that's the reason why she was dead. I'm just saying that is what happened. Okay. So I do want to get the perspective of black women because they're going to say, oh, you hate yourself. You hate black women. You hate this. You hate that, whatever. have no hatred in my heart. It's just a very ironic story that must be covered. So Ches Charday, this is a very popular YouTuber, and she also has a X account, very popular, and she is breaking down the divester soft life influence that ended up getting Ashlee Jenae killed. So let's watch. And it's coming from a black woman. So before y'all say, oh, you hate yourself, you did it. Okay, listen to the sister break this down.
Yeah, and maybe this is just me, but I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I'd really be ready to cut a nigga off over the smallest shit. Like the littlest thing, I just be turned off. Like, ugh. It was mad people in the regular lane, and the express lane was clear as fuck. I'm zooming through that bitch. Pass it. Feet. As a grown man in 2023 living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County, fuck is you doing without a sun pass? Like, honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic. Vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't gonna work with me, baby. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Nah, like I ain't finna do all that. Bitch, if you don't drive over them fucking cones and get on.
By now, you may have heard of the tragic story between self-proclaimed soft life divester Ashlee Jenae and her white fiance, Joe McCain. And the story involves a whirlwind romance, a dream Zanzibar trip, and suddenly a tragic unaliving. Before I cover off this story, I want to first address the elephant in the room. I've covered off a lot of divested disasters. I've covered off a lot of swirling sagas, unfortunately. And one thing that I think is almost never talked about when it comes to, promoting Black women dating white men and the soft life era and getting you a little white man to level up your life. One thing that we oftentimes don't talk about is the fact that Black women collectively are not acculturated to deal with white men. Black women collectively are not acculturated to deal with white men, and specifically the wealthy white men that they say that they want. And the reason I think that's really important to understand is because let's say you have an attractive Black woman. She's fit, she's feminine, she's friendly, she's able to get attention from men of other races, specifically white men. Let's say you have that. And let's just say even for a little bit of time, she's able to put on her sweet divester voice.
And then, what irks a lot of Black men about this too is that when they get with these white dudes, they accept physical attributes. And I'm just talking about physical. And we can talk about the emotional and psychological aspect as well, but they accept physical aspects they wouldn't accept from a Black man. Black women are not dealing with bald Black men, balding Black men. But if it's a white guy, it's cool. Out of shape, white. They're not dealing with no out of shape Black man, no chunky Black man who got man boobs. If it's a white guy, it's cool. So you don't have to be, this super attractive white man to pull these Black women. Whereas if you were an attractive Black man and you put on the same type of moves, the same type of game, even if you had the same type of motion and money and finances as the white man, she's still going to give you a harder time than she's giving that white man. And that's just a reality. Every Black man knows this. And this is kind of something that we've come to accept and whatnot, because it's just so rare. Not saying that it doesn't happen, but it's just so rare that you have a beautiful 10 out of 10. And I would argue that I wouldn't say Ashlee Jenae was a 10, but I'd say she's pretty up there, an 8. It's very rare that a beautiful Black woman ends up with a white guy in general. Okay, so when it does happen, we see how he doesn't have to, measure up to the same physical standards that a Black man would have to. Because with Black men, he got to be 6'5", 6-pack abs, big ass dick, street nigga, and a corporate nigga, like, and they just don't require that from white men.
She's able to try to talk a little bit more quietly. She's able to behave in a kind of way that she feels those non-Black men are going to appreciate. Let's just say she's able to do that. When she gets angry, when she drops her guard, that attitude starts to show, that neck starts to pop, starts to roll, her finger starts to move, she starts to get in your face. She starts to be who she is, and she starts to talk the way that Black women collectively have been acculturated to talk to each other, to Black men.
Yep.
Okay. She starts to channel that sass. She starts to get real sassy with him. White men don't know how to deal with that. And I'm talking specifically about the white men that these women want, because let it be clear, a lot of these Black ladies who are, they want the soft life, they're promoting the soft life, they desire that soft life. They are desiring white men with resources, with status. They're desiring the kind of like the MAGA, make America great again. I love America because what America's done for me. They're desiring the kind of white men that white women collectively want. The ones with power, influence, money, connections, the business class, corporate class, white collar, the professional class. That's the kind of white men that they're wanting. Those kind of white men with power are not acculturated to having women with sass cuss them out when they get mad. Women with sass put their finger in their face when they get mad. Women with sass threaten them. Women with sass cuss them out, say all kinds of different things about their mama. Those kind of men are not necessarily acculturated to that. So the reason I'm saying that, I just wanted to lay that foundation because we never talk about that. Somehow when we see these soft
Exactly. And that's the point that I was making earlier. Black men are used to dealing with it. And when Black men snap, it's because they've been dealing with that attitude for years. And, I'm not saying anything is right. You can't harm a woman, all that kind of stuff. Good disclaimer, whatever. We ain't touching these hoes. And we're not promoting violence, all that good stuff. But like I said, Black men are used to dealing with the attitude and the expressiveness of the Black woman by virtue of the family members that we've been accustomed to dealing with and learn to love. But white men are not used to that. So this is why you have to understand the cultural and the relationship dynamic shift between a Black woman dating a Black man and a Black woman dating a white man. Like, you can't act the same that you act around Black men to white men. Whereas Black men, it's way easier when Black men date out to just be ourselves because, like, typically, and we've had some, tragic IR situations, between Black men and white women. Okay, very few and far between. It's fine. But a Black man, you're more able to be yourself in these relationships. You don't have to put on some type of front or facade or act super hard because, just by virtue of you being Black, you're going to avoid a lot of people like trying to fuck with you just because they're like, oh shit, that's a real nigga. I ain't really trying to fuck with him like that because he might beat my ass. Like, there's an overarching assumption that you cross a line with a brother, you might get your ass whooped, and this is beyond all racial, I guess this is, understood by all races, right? Like, even from my experience, like going out into white bars and all this kind of stuff. And, they might play with you a little bit the first, the first interaction where they might be, oh, bro, and they might say something that rub you the wrong way. And once you check them, oh shit, my bad, bro. I ain't want no problems. I ain't trying to get smoked. Like, they understand that if they cross us the wrong way, it's going to be consequences, even if you're not a violent brother, or even if you ain't a brother who's stepping on shit or putting shit down or whatever. They just understand that, this may be a fight that I don't want to take and I may not win. So let me just back off. Whereas the dynamic doesn't work the same with Black women. Like, every man, like, no man is thinking that, oh yeah, this woman's gonna beat my ass if I do this or if I talk crazy to her. So when the Black woman actually does raise her hand and her fist to put hands on the white man, whether she caught him doing something or whatever, he hitting her ass back because there is no type of commonality when it comes to that relationship dynamic. So he's never had hands put on him by a woman, not even his mama, let alone a black woman. So he ain't finna let his mama put hands on you. You think he gonna let you? And then you coming with the attitude and the snapping fingers and the loud raising your voice? Nah.
Things. It's like women feel that just because they look a particular way or just because they're able to, I don't know, bat their eyes or, look nice in a bikini and maybe even talk in a sweet, divestiture voice for a little bit of time, and they can get a white man's attention, that's enough. But it's like, no, what happens when you get mad? How do you talk to this man when you're frustrated? And we're not willing to talk about the fact that Black men are acculturated. Black men are accustomed to dealing with Black women's attitude. White men are not. Black men and Black women, they will go back and forth. They will yell.
And I love this take by Ches. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Ches Charday. She's on the money. 100%. She's right. She's 100% right. Honestly, I think she blocked me. I think she blocked me on X. But I mean, she's 100% right when it comes to this topic. Okay. I mean, oh no, she didn't block me. But yeah, she's 100% right. Like, Black men are used to dealing with this from mamas, aunties, grandmas, all that kind of stuff. The matriarch that raised us, we're used to taking lip from women. That's just the reality. Like, we really are. I don't know how else to describe it, except if you're a brother,
Yell at each other. Black men grew up with mamas yelling at them, calling them all kind of N-words, cussing them out, saying all kind of different things. They grew up with that. And so if they experience that from Black women, it may be annoying, but it doesn't register to them as like crazy or disrespectful. They're just like, okay, this is just how women are. White men, powerful, influential white men, no. I mean, and again, I'm speaking in generalities. I'm speaking in very generalities. I'm not saying like every white man is like this. Of course, there are white men who are verbally abused, all kind of different stuff. But I'm just talking about like the rich, kind of powerful white men. You think these white men grew up and having these rich, powerful white men? There's just a level of decency and respect that they're used to experiencing. There's a level, I feel like, of decency, respect, and reverence that they're used to experiencing that is not been cultivated in the Black community collectively. And I think sometimes when we hear these stories where it seems as if a Black woman and white man, they're getting along so well and it's all beautiful and soft life, and he's taking her out to Zanzibar, or he's taking her out to Thailand, or he's taking her out to to Dubai, whatever. And then she just up somehow mysteriously unalived, or she's dismembered, okay? Or dude crashes out and stabs her 20 times. I have to wonder, was there sass involved in their last altercation? I wonder that. I really, really think about that, because like I said, we don't want to talk about the different ways in which we've been acculturated. Y'all got to remember, white folks be growing up in cultures where little Timmy be cussing out his mama. They exist in the culture where Timmy and little...
What did I say? She's on the money.
Susie will be cussing out their mama, spitting in their parents' face. And the parents will be like, okay, what can I do? Well, how can I make Timmy happy? Putting Timmy in therapy. Okay, putting little Miss Susie, trying to get her a bigger room. I'm just saying, it's just a different culture. All I'm saying is that we are acculturated differently. So with that said, I needed to mention that because I wonder how much that plays a role into these stories. And I wonder how much that played a role into this more recent viral story of this young, beautiful, soft life divestiture influencer who unfortunately ended up being unalived. I actually think it's tragic. It's really disappointing. It's horrible when you see young, beautiful Black women lose their lives senselessly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the reason
and I'm not gonna lie, like it really, I mean, Lauren Smith Fields and Ashlee Jenae, as far as attractiveness goes, they were pretty much on the same level. Like, both of them banging bodies, beautiful, clear skin, no blemishes. I mean, any Black man would have loved to make a woman like that their wife, but why was she not accepting of the brothers that were knocking down her door? That's the question, because we know brothers was shooting a shot. Oh, we know that. In public, online, what have you, dating apps. But she thought, well, let me go get this millionaire white man, and then he's going to protect me. He's going to provide for me. And, you know, I really don't think, and this is no disrespect, but I genuinely, and I'm not even trying to be racist or anything like that, all the disclaimers, white guys just don't, they're not going to put a black woman up on the pedestal like that. Not all. There are some who will. Of course, right? There are some who will. But they just aren't going to do it because you are the same producers of the black man that they hate, that they, in some cases, envy. So you can't expect them to treat you even the same way that they would treat a white woman. And a black woman is going to give her best to a white man because she thinks this is her ticket out the door. Okay. She thinks this is her ticket out the hood, the ticket out the struggle life. And in fact, it was not, and she chose wrong. And then black women don't know how to vet white men. They really don't. They really don't. Like if you're a black woman and you're dating a white dude, you kind of have to look for a guy who has the same background as you. So if you are a upper to middle class black girl who is genuinely like a soft, dainty, feminine woman, you know, who black people would say talks white, right? You have to find a white man who came up in the same type of environment you did. If you're a hood bitch and you're trying to date interracially, you have to find a hood white boy or a white boy with some hood swag because he's going to know how to deal with black women because he's done it before. As a matter of fact, a black woman probably taught him how to dress like a brother. A black woman probably taught him how to dress how she would like him to dress, with the Jordans, with the chains, maybe with the Grizzles, the gangster Grizzles, whatever. So as a black woman, you really have to look for, if you're wanting to date interracially, you have to find somebody who comes from a similar background as you. And unfortunately, black women don't know how to vet black men, and they don't know how to vet white men as well. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really seem like they're good at vetting men in general. Not all. Disclaimers, all that good shit. But especially these I would say uber beautiful black women, they lack the judgment and discernment because they still have that hood mentality bred into them. Like, that's just how she was raised, with the hood mentality. Oh, this white man is my come up mentality, and I can do anything on the side because I can treat him how. It doesn't work the same way, honey, because what do black women say when white women or when black men date out? Oh, he wants her because he's easy. He wants her because she ain't finna go through his phone. She ain't finna hold him to no standard. She ain't finna hold him accountable. She ain't finna check him. She ain't finna, let him know who he is and da-da-da-da. And she ain't finna do none of this shit, whatever. That's what they say. Oh, he can't handle a strong black woman, so he got to get a weak white woman. That's what they say. And in turn, the same things that they believe about black men dating interracially, they believe about themselves dating interracially. So they also see, no disrespect to the white guys, they also see that white man as weak. They also see him as, he ain't finna check me. He ain't finna go through my phone. He ain't finna shitting me. These white dudes, especially crypto bros, are growing up online. They know the game. They are very much aware of the reality of red pill and all that kind of stuff. And yes, they're going through your phone. Yes, they're checking to see if you're being faithful to them, especially if they're going to get down on one knee and marry a black woman. They have to be 100% sure, and they're going to do their vetting. This dude is a crypto influencer. He knows a lot about technology. In order to earn millions of dollars in crypto, you had to get in when it first started, and dealing with the e-wallets and electronic wallets and the USB wallets. That shit ain't easy. Because it's all these codes, and you have to remember your Bitcoin wallet code. And if you lose the code, you lose all the money. And there's been stories of a guy losing his Bitcoin wallet and then eventually finding it years later. And now he's worth $1 billion, all that kind of stuff. These white boys know how to use computers, honey. And they know how to tap into your phone. They know how to clone your phone as well with spyware. So maybe he did that. Maybe he figured out that, yo, she never stopped being an escort. She never stopped being a sex worker. And he confronted her about it. They got in a big fight and she went all, stereotypical ghetto type, how she was talking in that Instagram video, and he couldn't take it. It was too disrespectful. I wonder what she said to him, because I know Jersey bitch, New York bitch, same thing. They can get disrespectful.
Continue to cover off this trend is because in a sea of propaganda, in a sea of just social media trends, algorithmic trends, and just all of this toxic messaging that continues to lead Black women down the road of fantasy that alleges that by them choosing a white man, specifically an older white man, a rich white man, or in some cases, any white man will do, that's going to automatically level up their life. That's going to automatically put them in a better position. That's going to automatically lead to wealth and resources and just money and status and happiness. By these messages continuing to go out to young girls year after year, decade after decade, we see the same thing happen. Young, impressionable girls and even young women, and sometimes even older women, fall into a fantasy. They fall into white validation. They look at white men as their savior, and they end up overlooking obvious red flags. At best, it may end up in a breakup. At best, it may end up in, maybe a baby daddy situation or their heart being broken. At worst, they end up on the 10 o'clock news or making headlines because they're no longer alive. This stuff is serious. This stuff is serious. I'm not fear-mongering and saying that a Black woman getting with a white man or a non-Black man is automatically going to end up her being unalived. No. What I am saying is if we continue to just pretend like these divester, soft life, swirler fantasies aren't leading young girls down a road of destruction, then we're just not being serious, because it's not about encouraging women to be mindful, to be watchful, to have healthy boundaries, to have standards, to essentially have the same level of scrutiny that they would have if they were to date Black men. It's not encouraging them to do that. It's really just painting this picture that just getting any old white man will do, as long as he's white, he's all right. And that's just not the case. So we have to cover off this example of, influencer Ashlee Jenae, who was recently found unalived in Tanzania or Zanzibar. She actually made a name for herself being a rather popular social media influencer. She actually considered herself a soft life divester. Any of you guys who follow me on my channel know that I've covered off the divester movement. And there's a ton of toxic anti-Black and misandrous messaging that exists under the divestiture movement. So unfortunately, this young, beautiful Black woman was deeply connected to a space that is very problematic. And that has led many, many Black women actually down a road and a path of destruction and unaliving. And so to see this pattern repeat itself when we've seen it, especially over the last few years, I mean, it's just sad. And so here it says Ashlee Jenae, a 31-year-old Miami-based lifestyle influencer, called herself a soft life divester on Instagram, and she was found unalived while on a luxury vacation in Tanzania. The trip was meant to celebrate her 31st birthday and her recent engagement to fiancé Joe McCain, referred to in some posts as John McCain, founder of Asymmetric Financial. According to statements attributed to Tanzanian authorities and shared online by McCain himself, Jenae was unalived by hanging. And they said she unalived herself. But the timeline has social media spiraling. Basically, continued to say photos from the trip still visible in the tributes across Instagram, and threads show Jenae beaming. Radiant, freshly engaged, living what she called her soft life dream at the upscale Several Wildlife Resort, where rooms reportedly run a $9.50 a night. Then days later, she was unalived. Friends and family have taken to Lipstick Alley, Reddit, and Instagram with the unified message: Ash would never unalive herself. One close friend wrote she was radiant with joy, freshly engaged, living her dream. This makes zero sense. But the details get murkier. Some close to Jenae claim she was found unalived from a tree, not inside her hotel room as initial reports suggested. Even more alarming, multiple posts allege that McCain waited 2 full days before notifying authorities or contacting her family. 2 days? One Lipstick Alley user wrote, make it make sense. Foul play or unaliving. Online speculation has exploded. Some commenters on Reddit and threads have gone further, accusing McCain of strangling Jenae and staging the scene to look like an unaliving. Others point to the convenient timing, right after a proposal and birthday celebration, as deeply suspicious. A woman who just got engaged does not hang herself days later, reads a viral Instagram comment. Something is wrong here. As of April 12th, 2026, Tanzanian authorities are handling the case. Reports conflict on whether McCain has been arrested or detained. Some friends claim he is in custody, but official confirmation remains limited due to the international jurisdiction. Autopsy and toxicology results have not been made public. Meanwhile, across Lipstick Alley, Reddit, X, Threads, Instagram, the calls are growing louder. Investigate fully. Don't accept the unaliving narrative and find out what really happened to Ashlee Jenae. Her Instagram account has been flooded with tributes, rest in peace, mixed with furious demands for justice. Her family is pleading for answers. This is a developing story with many unconfirmed details. But one thing is clear: the woman in those engagement photos smiling under the African sun deserved better than a rushed narrative and a 2-day delay. This story is developing. So there you have it. Another young, beautiful Black woman who is living her soft life dream, allegedly found unalived by hanging herself. That is the claim. Now, as we can see, literally makes no sense. Nobody celebrates their 31st birthday, just gets engaged, is on their dream trip, and then decides to unalive themselves. Like, there's a lot of different missing pieces, a lot of things that we don't know, and it doesn't make any sense. I wish I could say that this was shocking. I wish that I could say that this is something I would never expect. And I have an entire playlist dedicated to this particular topic, because it's really disturbing for me to see Black women continue to lose their lives senselessly, put in vulnerable positions, and sometimes unalived because they were drawn away by this whole swirler saga, by this whole swirler fantasy. And, if you start to look at just some of the different social media conversations you've had, different followers call out how people were joking in the comments, and some people were not even joking in the comments that her fiance was going to unalive her. They were saying that. You had some examples of her saying some rather disparaging and disrespectful things about Black men, which is also not uncommon. And I mean, at a certain point, it just feels like watch, rinse, repeat. How many stories have we seen within the last year, within the last 2 years, in the last 5 years? I mean, I've lost count of the amount of stories that I've seen just in the last 5 years of Black women who have ended up senselessly unalived, senselessly, found dismembered, found just unconscious. I've literally lost count. And unfortunately, most of those cases end up being unsolved. We had one of the more recent ones with Sade Robinson, where at least there was some sense of justice. I mean, the crime was so heinous and to a certain extent so obvious that at least there was some sense of justice and closure, but they still never found her head. They never found her crown. And, her case is more rare. There are so many cases of Black women who end up unalived, who end up, just senselessly ran.
Yep. So we've been going on for 2 hours now. So this is it's kind of getting dragged. I think there's one more video that I want to show you guys. TMZ actually just put out a timeline. They actually just put out a timeline of Ashlee Jenae's final days on this earth. See if I can find that video really quickly, because they just posted it. Where the hell did I put that thing? Just pulling it up really quickly. I actually forgot to go through her actual tweets as well. So let me pull that one up as well. Let's see. Here were some posts that she was making with Joe McCann as well. Just to show you. Music's copyright, but she definitely looked different without makeup. I will say that. Still cute though. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And I genuinely believe if she was with a brother, she would still be with us today. Staljan said he sent me a message. So I can't receive messages on X, buddy. So that probably didn't go through, because I can't receive messages from people who aren't verified or who I don't follow. So I don't think that went through. But hey, if you got a message for me, send it on Instagram, because that I'll actually be able to get those messages. All right, here's the timeline video. We'll play this and then we'll go and get up out of here. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, comment on the video, all that good stuff. I'll read some comments as well.
You guys have probably seen this very sad story circling the internet. Well, now there's been another update. Ashlee Jenae, the influencer who tragically died on vacation, was involved in a dispute with her fiance, Joe McCann, before her death in Tanzania earlier this month, something local police say is now part of an active investigation. According to the North Ongoya Regional Police Commander Benedict Mapujira, the couple had a falling out at the luxury resort Zuri Zanzibar, with hotel staff stepping in and separating them into different rooms. Situation escalated enough for staff to alert authorities, with concerns raised about Ashlee's well-being, prompting a report to the Nungwi police station. Her family says Ashlee, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, was found unconscious in her villa and rushed to the hospital. Police say she died the following day, Friday the 10th. A local news report indicates police believe she died by Ashlee's father, Harry, tells TMZ that was the early narrative from police, but stresses the family is now involved and the investigation is ongoing. He adds they've been in contact with the embassy and funeral director, and as of now, there is no official ruling on her cause of death. You guys have probably seen this very sad story circling the internet. Well, now there's been another update. Ashlee Jenae, the influencer who tragically died on vacation, was involved in a dispute with her fiance, Joe McCann, before her death in Tanzania earlier this month, something local police say is now part of an active investigation. According to the North Ongoya Regional Police Commander Benedict Mapujira, the couple had a falling out at the luxury resort Zuri Zanzibar, with hotel staff stepping in and separating them into different rooms. Situation escalated enough for staff to alert authorities, with concerns raised about Ashlee's well-being, prompting a report to the Nungwi police station. Her family says Ashlee, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, was found unconscious in her villa and rushed to the hospital. Police say she died the following day, Friday the 10th. A local news report indicates police believe she died by Ashlee's father, Harry, tells TMZ that was the early narrative from police, but stresses the family is now involved and the investigation is ongoing. He adds they've been in contact with the embassy and funeral director, and as of now, there is no official ruling on her cause of death. You guys have probably seen this very sad story circling the internet. Well, now there's been another update. Ashlee Jenae, the influencer who tragically died on vacation, was involved in a dispute with her fiance, Joe McCann, before her death in Tanzania earlier this month, something local police say is now part of an active investigation. According to the North Ongoya Regional Police Commander Benedict Mapujira, the couple had a falling out at the luxury resort Zuri Zanzibar.
All right, so that's it. But I actually have some more video. I forgot I saved some videos that I wanted to show you guys. So let's see. We have Whack 100 weighing in on the Ashlee Jenae situation. So we're going to pull it up. And he got in an argument on Clubhouse about how black men should or shouldn't feel about this situation. So we're just going to let him cook. Let's listen up.
Sometimes you may want to watch what you post and watch what you say.
What's crazy is, you're telling us if we go to your Twitter is perfect?
Weird. She just told you she said that because
So you condone what happened? She ain't here to tell us nothing.
Chicago, he said
So
fuck her.
Do y'all have
you condone what happened?
What's really the issue here?
She's not here to tell us nothing. That's what y'all saying.
What's crazy
never
is half
came
the
out and
stage was in her
testified and
DM,
cleaned it
bro.
up.
Half the stage was in her DM, bro.
Well, can you point those people out? Who?
All of them.
Because I sure wasn't.
What was probably one of them. We
black
don't know.
people
I don't know.
are
Hey, you gonna get her disrespected, bro.
Watermelons
Like on some
or
real
whatever
shit.
the girl said.
Stop
She
hollering
deserves to
like
die.
I knew this bitch and got out this bitch, nigga. I don't want to disrespect her. You're gonna get her disrespected.
You already disrespected
You said
her.
crazy- you said crazy shit, bro.
You already disrespected her.
No, I just gave my opinion. Listen, y'all got mad because I said I have no sympathy for her.
You just said people have to watch how they speak. That means you need to watch how you speak.
Hey,
When somebody just passed away and people don't hurt them.
That's what I said.
Damn, this is complete chaos. Holy crap.
Sound like they delusional, don't know what the fuck they talking about. You
I
clearly
said I had
came on
no
the stage and
sympathy.
said fuck her.
And we don't know what your interaction
fuck
was.
her. I ain't got no
She was
sympathy
on Clubhouse. We don't know what you did with her.
Y'all ain't never even met this bitch.
We
How many of y'all met her?
We know her.
How many of y'all met her?
Some of us had personal.
That's why that ain't none of y'all met this bitch.
Some of us had personal relationships.
None of y'all met this bitch. None of y'all met this bitch.
Hey, Wack, were you with her DMs?
Ain't none of y'all over there picking the maggots to fuck that bitch.
See, that is weird.
Like
That
that.
is weird. Wack, that's not normal.
He answered the question.
No,
You know she shot him down in Chicago. You know she shot that nigga down. You heard? You know he was in the DM. She shot him down.
She turned this nigga down. That's why you mad.
Yeah, she turned him down. Of course she did.
Nigga, that bitch ain't nobody.
You was in a
She
DM.
turned you down.
Never.
She turned you down.
Never.
She turned you down.
Know the raggedy bitch.
This is weird. This is very abnormal. This is not right now.
He do know what's going on. He just letting the content die.
No, actually slander.
Lou's on
So
the
why
phone. He don't hear Wack doing what he doing right now. He
Listen.
don't got enough money for her, Wack.
Listen, I don't know the bitch.
We're not listening. Stop calling her a bitch. What?
We
don't know.
As long as this nigga talking about
Yeah,
I'm
nigga.
in that raggedy
You're not
bitch's
even a
DM.
YN. Why are you
Oh,
acting like a
fucked up
YN?
ass weed wearing ass bitch.
She was raggedy. What?
Bitch.
Yo. And they think I went hard. Golly, Wack ain't sparing no punches. Lord have mercy.
Hell yeah, that bitch was
Are you crazy?
all that mud on her face.
Are you crazy?
His own family.
I'm just telling you, bro. I'm looking at the bitch. Yeah.
This guy, he crazy.
The bitch got chick cakes all up on her. Look at the bitch. The bitch got cellophane burgundy eyebrows. Fuck out.
That's weird.
You got tatted
Now this crater face talking. This nigga got a crater face.
It's not even funny, Wack. Like, I don't know if you're trying to be funny right now, but it's not even like comedic. No, he trying to piss us off. That's all.
No, I'm listening. You got niggas in there.
Yours
I'm
don't
in
look
this
bad on
bitch
your
DM.
page. They don't
Anytime.
So Wack 100 went in on her in that little clip. So basically they're saying this tweet is from Joe McCann's ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. And she retweeted this post saying, "Girl, you got to heal out loud because you nearly died in silence." So they're saying that he was a bad guy and there were receipts on him in the past. So she could have done her due diligence and looked them up. But a lot of black women have the mentality that he ain't gonna do me like that. He ain't gonna do me like that. And then look how he did you. So, you know, here's the thing. I'm not completely heartless. Y'all donate to the family. They having a rough time getting this $50,000 up for the funeral. Their goal is $50,000. They've raised $41,000 so far. If you feel it on your heart to donate, do it. If you don't, that's fine. But I definitely think there's foul play. I definitely think that he murdered her. So I don't think she deserved to be killed. All that good stuff. But yeah, man, if y'all feel like the need to donate, go donate. But I do think it's ironic that she's talking about luxury lifestyle, soft life, flying private, driving Lambos, and then she need $50,000 for a funeral, which a funeral don't even cost 50 bands. But hell, the family is raising and damn near has raised all of the money. So hopefully they get what they want. Hopefully they can lay her to rest, you know, in the fashion or manner that they see fit. But that is pretty much the end of this story. Unless there are any other updates that I'm missing, I probably won't go deeper into it until new details surface. So I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. I'm just going to read your chats really quickly. Shout out to JB Designs. He says, salute to Reclaim Your Throne, and chat from living a soft life to being buried in soft soil. God damn. Terrible time to be a Keisha. I wasn't expecting this situation to hit mainstream. Ashley's mother got blood on her hands. Some black women are saying you're too judgmental. King David for Christ says she was online constantly bashing black men. SMH. Doesn't mean she should be deleted, but rest in preference, like they said about Christian Obumseli. Yeah, that is true. And King David for Christ, black women created the diaspora wars. Jean says black women are still defending white men on Twitter. This shit crazy. So, King David says, quote, soft life influencer. Yokohama says Rick James beads on fleek. Jean 56 says the white man colonized her and unalived her. He moved on like none happened. This guy says, I can't read that whole name. It says it was an African tether on Tyreek radio talking about we need to talk about the police. The black FBA grassroots are the only ones reporting this. That's called I'm White Zaddy and I'm white and I say so. Staljan says, I am late. Let me guess. She was unfaithful. Doorknob. Oh, like actor dude. Oh, yeah. She looks like a 304. And yeah, dude looks like a bit bikerish. Oh, no, I'm laughing. Honky supremacist banging her. I doubt it. No honky supremacist would screw her. That's a bit too much for me. Romantic conflict, quote, means she screwed someone else and he got pissed, as most men get. Yeah. Then, yeah, I can see how he lost his cool. King David for Christ says she was cheating and talking to numerous other men after the proposal to her, etc. I believe that. Soft life, this, soft life, that, but cheating on the men who give them a soft life. Exactly. Because it was obvious he couldn't hit it, right? Even when crypto nerds ain't hitting the pussy, right? Come on, let's be real. Even when you give them the word of the world, it's still not enough. They want more. Yep. She Staljan says, yep, she looks like the basic 304. She looks fine, LOL. Can't deny. Damn, she is hot. Keep showing her. King David for Christ says no simping allowed. Okay, so that's when he couldn't find my ex link. And he tried to DM me. Let's see. Staljan said if a black dude deleted her, there would be no story, would there? Every woman will give any man BS if he doesn't have big money and treats her like a queen, 6 foot, 6 inches, 6 figures, regardless of color. Ever see commercials? Most are white women and black men. Why? I agree. Honky's not used to any color of bitches. Condescending 304s. The problem is modern 304 indoctrinations. All women are never happy. Blame Disney pedos indoctrination. She vetted a money man with money. She was blinded by the shekels. Staljan says, yep, he lost it. Gangster looking dude to me. I hear ya. Tyler Scholar says another money hungry ass black woman chasing money and fame. Black women are so sad, all that, and still the most undesirable group of women on the planet when it comes to all groups of men wanting them. Ooh, that was a deep dig. So yeah, if y'all want to get at me, DM me on Instagram. Or maybe you can email me, reclaimyourthroneking@gmail.com. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See your relationship, click the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp throne of your ties, man. Y'all to be bringing your marketing with BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.